Artemiza, welcome to Plates Full of Goodies. Today I'll be making an European classic cake called Snow White. So let's get started. And for this I'm using a bowl, a whisk, a tray lined with baking paper, and I have 3 pieces of baking paper because it's going to be 3 layers of biscuit. 550 grams of plain flour, 8 tablespoons of sugar, 8 tablespoons of oil, just a pinch of salt, a tablespoon of vanilla essence, a teaspoon of bicarb soda, 3 tablespoons of milk, and 3 eggs. I'll add the sugar, the eggs, and the milk and give it a good mix. I'll mix a little bit longer so the sugar is very well dissolved. I'll add the bicarb soda, the essence, the salt, and the oil, and mix a little bit more. I'll add around 3/4 of the flour and give it a good mix. As I see, I need the whole amount. I'll put some flour on the table. And put the dough on the table as well. I roll my dough into a sausage and cut it in 3 equal parts. I make it into a rectangle and roll it into a very thin layer. Put more flour when it's needed. In 2 of the layers, I poke some holes. So it's gonna rise equally everywhere, but I leave the layer on top undone. My oven is already preheated to 180 degrees, so I'll put it in the oven to bake for 8 minutes. I'll do the same with the rest. So all my 3 layers of biscuits are baked. So now I'm going to do the filling. And for the filling I'm using 8 tablespoons of sugar, 5 tablespoons of plain flour, the juice and the zest from a lemon, 250 grams of butter, 100 grams of icing sugar, 800 ml of milk, a saucepan and a spoon. First thing I do is mix the sugar, the flour, and the milk together and give it a good boil. With the milk, I'll add a little bit at a time and whisk well until all the flour is very well incorporated. I'm doing this because I don't want any lumps. Now I'm going to add all the other milk while mixing. And give it a boil. So on medium heat, and I'll mix continually for a few minutes until it thickens up. When it thickens up like this, it's ready. The next step, I mix the butter with the icing sugar and give it a good mix. When it becomes a paste like this, I'll add it to the filling, spoon by spoon, and mix well. And now I'm going to add the lemon zest and the lemon juice and give it a good mix again. And now I'm going to assemble the cake, and I like to do it into a tray because I'm not going to mess up everywhere. So I'm going to put a very generous amount. And I'm spreading it nice everywhere. The second layer goes on. I'll press it just so gentle. And again, I'm going to put a generous amount. And here's my last layer. With the classic one, all you had to do at this stage is get some icing sugar sifted on it, and that's it. I like to put some cream on top and put some coconut shape as well. I spread it nice everywhere. And I spread the shaved coconut. After this, I'll put it in fridge and leave it overnight before I use it. After leaving it in the fridge overnight, now it's ready to cut. So I'm going to cut the edges to straighten up the cake. I'll do the same everywhere around. I'll wash my knife now and then when it's needed, so I'm not going to get the cake dirty. You can cut it in whatever shapes you like. I'm going to cut them square this time. Or some rectangular if I want them a little bit more fancy. The rest can be packed in fridge for later use. This is a very easy recipe, just about anyone can do, and it's very delicious, so give it a go and let me know how did it go for you. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching. See you some other times. Bye.